Y'all must have forgot.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the JR Sport Brief. Yes, it's back. Yeah, you didn't think so. And I'm here with my main man, Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest boxers ever. He's winning titles and belts in 4 different divisions. He's rapping and promoting and beating people up. How do you manage to do all of this, man?
Y'all must have forgot.
Wait. No, what's the part where you hit him with the left? And tell him, can we get that real fast?
The right was hurt, beat him with the left. Y'all must have forgot.
I will never ever forget because of that hook.
I'm glad to hear that.
Besides watching you on HBO,
Yeah.
what have you been up to, man? What's going on?
Just been doing a little commentary. I've been working on my StarVizn app that gives people an opportunity to share some of my workout secrets as I was coming up doing my thing. It's a beautiful app, beautiful situation that people can get, and now they can kind of go through what some of the things that I went through.
What do you mean?
As far as like the diet, to learn how to jab, to learn how to throw the right, to learn how to throw the hook. I might even teach you how to throw the double hook. Now the triple hook, you're asking for a little bit more, but I mean, we'll talk about that.
Your hands were ridiculously fast.
Yeah, lethal.
You're lethal.
Yeah.
Forget fast.
Yeah.
We are past fast.
Yeah.
We are lethal.
Lethal.
Okay, we're gonna get that. I mean, I'm kind of slow.
Yeah,
okay?
but I'm gonna teach you how to be fast. If you listen to what I tell you,
Right.
and you do as I tell you to do, you'll learn it.
Okay, no taking.
No ticket.
I can follow directions. So that's StarVizn.
StarVizn is like the best thing you'll ever see. I mean, you gotta think about it. When you got the opportunity to learn from myself, Jerry Rice, Robert Ory, I mean, how can you go wrong?
So these are different sports. You get
Yeah,
this app.
you get this app, you can get all
So
that.
Robert Ory's gonna teach me how to hit that
Yeah.
big time 3-pointer.
Big time Bob.
Big time Bob.
Yeah, Jerry
Okay.
gonna teach you how to go up and catch that thing in one hand.
Okay. Oh well, listen. I mean, maybe Odell was watching Jerry and
I mean,
picked some stuff up,
listen, there had to be, before all of us, there had to be somebody before us to give us a blueprint to start to follow, to get us on that sheet. Once we get on that sheet, where we go with that sheet, it's up to us. And we must constantly try to advance that sheet, or we wouldn't be flying airplanes now. We wouldn't be driving Porsches now. We wouldn't be doing things that follow suit with what they started in the past.
Okay, so based off of what you said there, is there any fighters that you see now that you think took a little bit out of your own blueprint?
A lot of them, from Floyd Mayweather on down. They don't like to admit it, but a lot of them did. You understand me? There was no check hook before I came on the scene. I seen Floyd knock a lot of them out with a check hook and tell him he knocked him out with a check hook. Where did that come from? You never heard of a check hook till Roy Jones came on the scene. You never heard of a chicken move till Roy Jones came on the scene. You never heard of somebody putting their hand behind their back.
Oh, you was dancing. You had style, man.
You never heard of none of this till Roy Jones came on the scene. What you mean do I see the fighters? I mean, everybody.
So let me ask you though. You prefaced that by saying a lot of these dudes won't admit it. Why is that?
Well, sometimes guys don't want to admit that they stole from the best because that means you may be one of the best. So,
oh, okay.
I mean,
All right.
I mean, some guys just don't want to admit that. They don't want to give you a props for what really happened. But in all actuality, it is what it is. And people say, I think this guy was the best. I think that guy was the best. And that's fine. I'm not against nothing nobody says because people have different things.
Sure.
Some people like the lion over the tiger. Some people like the tiger over the lion. It all depends on what you like. So there are going to be people who like this style more. There are going to be people that like that style more. To make a perfect example of that, there are fights where, like, for instance, the Canelo and Triple G fight.
Right.
People thought because Triple G was the aggressor that he should have been winning the fight. There are some people that was watching the boxing that Canelo was doing and seeing that he was making Triple G change and that Triple G couldn't hit him with none of those
aggressive as he generally is.
Punches.
I would have still given him the fight.
No,
though.
but I'm just saying. But a lot of people looked at that and said, "Nah, we ain't giving him these rounds because he's not being the normal Triple G." Some people did that.
So you think Canelo?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I thought Triple G won the fight too. I'm just saying though. I'm just trying to give you a matter of as to how opinion goes.
Yeah.
So I can't sit and argue with you and say, "Oh, I'm better than this one or that one thinks he's better." No, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But what I can tell you is, it's not but one guy ever to turn pro as a junior middleweight, that's 154 pounds, and become the heavyweight champ of the world. You're looking at it.
Tell him
I can't tell
one
you
more
that.
time.
One guy that turned professional at 154 pounds and then become the heavyweight champion of the world. Ain't but one of those. The rest of them, you can talk about how good they are, and they could be better in your opinion. But ain't but one that ever did that. So I ain't got much else to say about it.
And that's you. That's Roy.
Body hit.
Entertainment. Now, what's
In the building.
I got a question in here from Facebook. Let's take a look. This came in via James Anderson. What do you think about a lot of these fighters now crossing over into boxing and doing MMA? I know for a while I heard stuff with Silver.
Once again, they took Roy's original ideas
and they plugged in two other guys.
And they made it happen. They did it with other guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think because, and I'm not racist by no mistake. I love everybody. But it's like me and Anderson are both the same color.
Right.
We were both at the pinnacles of our careers, and we wanted to do it.
You needed the black versus the white to sell the tickets.
They would let us do it, but when the black versus the white came along, because of the sell ticket, they let them two do it. But it was our original idea. We were the first ones to try to do that.
Do you think that ship has sailed? I mean, Anderson just tried to come back for a fight, and he can't even.
No, it hasn't sailed. They're saying that he failed a drug test, but it's strange to me that a lot of them seem to be failing these drug tests, these PED tests. And here go the thing, though. It's like a lot of times you can take stuff nowadays that you don't realize will make you fail that test. You understand me? And it's little things that make you feel that you don't have a clue of. The one time I failed a test, I was taking Rip Fuel that you could buy at the GNC that I thought was fine because it would give you that spark to make you go. And who wouldn't want a spark to go? But you failed a test behind it. So you can't take that no more. So I stopped, never took that again because of I don't want to fail another test. So I can't see a guy going and doing something that will make him fail a test and then doing it again. And then going to take the test. If you know
well, it's a few years ago.
Yeah, if you know you're dirty, though, why would you take the test again? I mean, a few years don't matter. If you do it, if you did it yesterday, or if you do it 2 years from now, it's going to be even worse because the tests are only getting better and getting more broad.
That's why a lot of times listen, I ain't never whooped nobody ass in my life. You will not find me in an octagon. You may see me with some gloves on just in regular exercise. I ain't never fought nobody. Right. Sitting on the other perspective side of things, it's interesting to hear that because we'll hear something, this guy failed the test or that guy failed the test. And it's the same. It's the same.
Flush them down the drain.
It's like, twice? Yeah. You know, how you do it twice?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. People aren't that stupid.
Okay. So well, some people are.
Well, some people, but very few people are that stupid. Then 3 times. You know, some guys that doing 3. You that stupid 3 times?
I think there's people out there that's 4 times stupid.
I think some people are, but I don't think people that box or fight for their life. I don't think they're that stupid because this is your living. You know, if you fail this again, you're dead. You can't. They're gonna put you out of it. So I don't think these people will take that chance, and it also diminishes your reputation down the line. I mean, you got to think about it. Here we are arguing about people, and this is why I don't watch baseball today. We won't put Pete Rose. Well, no, we won't put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame because we talking about gambling. All the PEDs, all this other stuff, we talking about gambling. Gambling, what gambling got to do with him hitting the baseball? Well, no. He ain't paid the pitcher to pitch him a slow pitch. What that got to do with him getting and catching the baseball? Right. They ain't got nothing to do with it. And we're going to put him in the Hall of Fame? Really?
So what do you think about Joe Morgan comes out last week and he's just like, hey, you know, we got to ease up on some of these steroid guys getting in. So we know he's pretty much talking about Barry Bonds.
Yeah, well, I agree with that too.
Talking about Roger Clemens.
I agree with that too because you can say what you want, but there's a lot of guys that did that kind of stuff that they didn't probably catch. Those guys were
tons.
And those guys were hitting the same batting averages that these guys were. So it don't mean that just because you do it, gonna make you that. If it would, everybody would jump up and start doing it and trying to figure out how to hide it.
One of the oddest ones was when Rafael Palmeiro was just like, hey, I never did nothing. And then he had to come and backtrack and say, oh yeah, my bad.
Exactly.
So I mean, it happens from time to time.
It happens. So my point is, these guys still had to be something before they got to that level.
Absolutely,
you understand me? So you taking away all their credit. You saying that they wouldn't be nothing if they didn't do that. And that's not true.
Alex Rodriguez, I think, is a prime example. Exactly. He was a freak before he even started lying or admitting.
He was a freak before that. So come on, bro. You don't find those guys every day. Right. You understand me? So people try to use that kind of stuff to diminish people, and misery love company. Because a lot of people, because they can't do it and they didn't make it, they want to find any kind of way to bring these other people down that they can't. Because misery loves company.
Well, they were saying part of what Barry Bonds speculation as to why he started using is just like, well, why are they showing Mark McGwire so much love? What about me, Barry? I was here and I was playing defense and swinging.
So why would he not? You know, I mean, it's kind of hard in a sense, but you know, some people it's like for me, I'm afraid of the danger of what it's gonna cause down the line.
Physically to your body.
Yeah, so that's why I'm afraid of it. You understand me? And that's why I've always been afraid of it because I don't want no problems 10 years from now. I already boxed. It's evident that I may have problems down the line as it is. So I don't want to do nothing that's going to give me more trouble.
Do you feel that way physically now? You seem sharp and fine to me.
I'm good, but I'm just saying, you know that 35 years of boxing, you gotta have some effects coming because you did it so long. Right. You understand me? So, and it's like...
And you did that in the elite level.
Yes. So I'm not afraid to think that, stupid to think that you got to be careful because anything can happen. So don't do things that may accelerate that.
Okay.
And so I'm afraid that any of those outside things could accelerate something that may not be gonna happen. So that's why I'm afraid of it.
Is this why, and I want to ask you, you said so there's still a possibility there.
Yep.
Okay. Is this why you've gotten into so many other endeavors? I mean, Headless Nick here on Twitter, he's asking, yo, are you doing more music?
Of course, I'm working on Bodyhead Bangers Volume 2 right now.
Right now?
Yeah, and it's funny because people don't understand, but you know the great phenom in college now, Marvin Bagley?
Yeah.
He's working on doing a song with me. The
Really?
guy can freaking flow. You hear me?
So is this going to be more, you going to have more athletes?
No,
Because there's a lot of guys
I would like
killing
to.
it right now.
I would like to, but it's kind of hard to get everybody together like that. But I would like to get more athletes. Like I want to get a song with me, Marvin, and Dame Dollar. You feel me?
Yeah, Lillard on the Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Oakland.
I want to get that if I get that if I can because I know he raps too.
Yes.
So, but I don't want to get guys who I know love hip hop for real like that, and even like Ron Artest. I want to get him on one because I know he loves hip hop. You feel? He loves hip hop.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to do things, but I like to do things that are different and creative. Right. That's why me and Anderson was trying to fight back then. And the only reason we will fight now is because with all the things he's going through, all the negativity that he's facing, I'm a guy that likes to turn it around. You understand me? Take that negativity and let's turn it into a positive. And as you know, I got the worst negativity of all when I got robbed of a gold medal in the Olympics in 1988.
Right. Oh, that was super hustle.
But I turned that back around to a positive because everybody remembered me because I was the kid that got robbed. So I said, since they know me, now I can go show them so they'll know me for real. And I did that.
I don't want to say it's rare. We hear a lot about athletes who get into music when they're at the top of their game. I remember Allen Iverson came out with his record, and I know David Stern must have just basically fallen over the table when he heard that record for the first time. What really got you into music while you were at your peak? Because
music is what gives you, inspires you. It's a form of communication that inspires you to go out and do things. Like if you hear a DMX record, if you listen to DMX for real,
shout outs to Yonkers,
and you like DMX and you understand where DMX coming from, you really want to go slap you somebody sometimes because it make you feel that. And it's not that you want to be against nobody, but if you're a fighter, it give you that spirit to make you want to get up and go do that. You feel me? So it's like it's a form of it's just a feeling that you get when you hear music. It makes you want to do it. It's like I'm not a female artist type of guy that really into female rap.
Cardi B, any thoughts?
No, I really don't get into female rap a whole lot.
Oh, okay. No Cardi B.
Well, I don't really get into female rap a whole lot. Nothing against it because it's good too, but it's like when you speak it, you're speaking it from your perspective. You feel me? So it's hard for me to talk from a girl's perspective.
Understood.
And so it's hard for guys sometimes to rap with what the girl is saying because it's really hot stuff.
Sure.
But we can't really say that because we're not girls. You feel me? But when
young MA, she rap like.
But let me finish though. Rod Digger had a song one time that I used to love. You know, there's a lot of girls that have songs I love. Rage was one of my favorite back in the day. Yeah. But and I'm just giving an example of how good the communication thing is. When Beyonce came out with that Survivor,
right? Or I'm a survivor.
Everybody who can't say that, who couldn't feel like she was talking about them, and that's what music does. Music is most inspirational because it makes you feel like you're talking about you. When they give you something that you can say and you feel that to your down to the bone, to where you feel like she's saying this for me. Right. Now you got
what
something.
Artists are you listening to right now that make you feel
I'm
like
gonna keep it 100 with you, brother. I will always, anytime you catch me, if I'm in my coffin and my Walkman on, it's got Scarface on there. But you better believe it. Okay. I wouldn't give a what's going on.
Is that the whole mob? Just
the whole Scarface gonna be on there. Scarface gonna be on there. I don't give a care what's going on. That is my all-time favorite. Right. That's just my preference. Okay. I'm not saying for everybody because there's a lot, but he is my favorite. Now don't get it wrong. I listen to the biggest, the two. I listen to everybody because I love hip hop and I respect everybody. It's just that he was my absolute favorite. And to be honest with him, Eminem, I said it earlier, I forgot now who I said. Him, Eminem, Method Man.
I remember Method and Red.
That's exactly right. That's right.
Right up the block here at Radio City. Y'all came out the curtain.
DMX.
Right.
You know, it's people like that like they know how to make music that a fighter, especially myself, can relate to. And that fight music, that inspirational music makes you really want to be involved and makes you want to engage in that. You understand? Now, the other thing though is like some people make music that make you feel like they're talking about your life. And that's what Scarface did for me. He made music that I could use, relate to, at a certain point in my life, I was going through exactly what he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So when he made certain music, I understood exactly what he was talking about. Music about girls putting kids on you, I knew exactly what he was talking about because I happened to be going through it at the same time.
Right.
Music about, just different things he talked about that was not necessarily the mainstream, but life catching. And it seemed like he and I went through a lot of things at the same time.
Have you ever had a chance to express that to Face?
Of course. Me and Face talked yesterday.
Okay.
I talked to Brad yesterday.
That's
Listen,
dope.
dog. Brad is my dude. You feel me? I talked to Brad Jordan yesterday.
Is he going to be on the record, Mama?
Of course, I just told Brad yesterday I got a song waiting on him. Of course, I'm gonna put Brad. I can't make a record without having Brad on there.
So there's nobody out today, not right now.
No. I like people like Future.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys I like right now today. I just don't. It's just harder because you have to figure out who is doing it and who is not. And I don't really have a lot of time to listen to figure out because I already know my old school stuff.
Right.
It's like I still listen to old Dana Dane.
Right.
I still listen to old Slick Rick.
Okay.
Because these dudes, old PE,
Still
Public
children's
Enemy.
story.
Yo,
Okay.
I listen to all this because the old. I know this stuff. I know and can relate to.
Right.
This new stuff. These popping the pills and girls on girls. I don't really relate to all that. So it's kind of harder for me to listen to this because that's not really what I'm into.
Okay.
So it's like with rap and music, period, it's like you look for the stuff that involves you or stuff that could relate to you. If it can't relate to you, then you probably don't really listen to it.
True.
You understand me?
Right.
And I don't really go down some of those roads.
We get it. Some of the stuff that
I'm not saying I'm against it. They can do what they want to do.
It's relatable.
Yeah. But I don't smoke weed, so I couldn't really get down with that. But now, don't get it twisted. Snoop Dogg, one of my favorite too.
Right.
Snoop got a verse, and Snoop's verse on Kush is my favorite verse probably of all time.
What was it?
Kush.
Which one? Kush,
No, Kush
from a
was
few.
from a few right back. Him and Dre did Kush.
Right.
That verse off of that song Kush. Oh,
What verse was it?
man, that dude spit that thing. I don't even know how it goes with it, but that dude spit that verse so hot. Dog.
All right.
I mean, that is the code. I know how it go, but I ain't gonna mess it up.
Okay.
That's Snoop.
No, we know Snoop is a legend.
Yo, listen, that is to me. That's Snoop's all-time hottest verse ever.
Snoop could roll out of bed, and he just did it. He just came out with an album, I think, about a month ago.
Right now, and still it'll be right at the top of my playlist.
Back to fighting. We got a couple guys out. I want to get your thoughts on some of these fighters now. Rigondeaux, he's getting ready to fight next month. I think, forget next month, it's actually in a few weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on how that fight's going to go between him and Lomachenko?
On paper?
Yes.
Best fight ever been made.
Okay, why is that?
Because every 4 years we get a superstar. We used to get a superstar for the United States of America. Every 4 years you had the Muhammad Ali, the George Foreman, the Pernell Whitaker, the Sugar Ray Leonard, the Roy Jones, the De La Hoya. Although they still got my gold medal, but just everybody that people really stuck to used to be an Olympian who dominated for 4 years, dominated the Olympics and came out, right?
We got
two guys that not just two guys that did it twice.
Right.
We talking about superstars that only did it one time. We got two guys that did this twice. Wow, how? And they get an opportunity to fight as professionals for the first time in the history of the sport. Best fight, in my opinion, ever made on paper. Now, it's going to be a tough fight, and I'm going to tell you why. Rigondeaux has broken 2 eye sockets and 1 jaw.
Yeah. So his face is kind of...
No, that's how hard he punches.
Right.
He's dished it out. He didn't take that.
Right.
He's dished it out. He don't take the best punch because he's been knocked out a few times, too.
Yeah.
If you can hit him. The problem is they can't hit him.
Yeah.
Lomachenko has the best amateur record ever, 395-1, and he came back and beat the dude that beat him 2 times.
Yep.
What? They got almost 1,000 amateur fights, and you can count the losses on 2 hands. 1,000 amateur fights, and you can pretty much count their losses on 2 hands. Yeah. This has got to be 2 of the best fighters to ever touch the earth.
Why do you think? I mean, it's getting hype.
Yeah.
But it's not getting hyped like some other stuff that we've seen over the past bunch of months and over this past year. Because
people don't understand that, and they're both pretty much foreigners to this country. One's a Cuban, one is from Ukraine.
Yeah.
So they are foreigners, and the American public is not aware of what's really happening and how special this really is. I thought that this fight should have taken place on the undercard of the Mayweather Pacquiao fight,
so people could really pay attention.
Because we had the biggest audience ever in the history of boxing, and they could have really got a taste of what's to come in boxing. This type of thing is about to start happening because the Eastern Europeans, the Russians, and all those guys are capable of turning pro now. So now you're going to see some really good amateur guys that used to could not turn pro. It used to be the Olympics was the pinnacle of their life, and that was it for them.
So let me ask you a question. It's not related. He's not from Eastern Europe. He's from the United Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
You have someone, you hear it on both sides, where they talk about Deontay Wilder.
And
they talk about Joshua.
Yeah.
And they say, Joshua, hey, I want to be the first billionaire fighter, or whatever it may be. He want to make a lot of money. And then they go, hey, well, can you come here to the United States of America? Are people going to watch you? Do you think that will primarily always be the case? Unless somebody can come over and do it here in the U.S. of A., isn't that kind of cut them off at the legs right out the gate?
It kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. And what that is that's your test. If you can come over here and do it over here, you are for real. If you can't do it over here, we don't really want to talk about it. Oh. That's how that goes.
Well, hopefully, I think we're going to have to see that fight sooner
Well, that
than
fight
later.
is going to happen. But guess what? He could probably make more money with it over there because they are the best fight fans of anywhere. The English, the people in London are the biggest fight fans ever. Think about it now.
And they travel too.
They'll bring 5,000 them over here to watch a fight in a minute. I think 7,000 come to see the Floyd Mayweather fight. Yeah. Maybe more than that.
To see him lose primarily.
Well, it don't matter, but they still going to come. They're going to support their man regardless. Right. So with that kind of support, it make you, people always say, aren't you worried something going to happen? Aren't you worried you're going to, if you had that kind of support, you don't care if you die in the ring. Look, you got a whole army of people supporting you, and you give it to them.
You've gone over. Are you a citizen?
Yeah, I'm a citizen.
You have dual citizenship.
Yes.
So why you set that up? I mean, is it to primarily continue to fight more? Is it to set up more fights?
It's not necessarily to set up more fights. It's more about being godly.
Okay.
And doing the things that I feel like God would want me to do in this world. And God blessed me with a career of boxing. So that now 90% of the Russian population knows who Roy Jones Jr. is. And having that, why not try to use that to bring us together on a lower level?
Okay.
And hopefully that would flow up to the political area. And we'll all learn that we're all people. We all should get along. We have the most communicative skills of any animal on the planet, yet we have the hardest time communicating. Why? Why can't we all just get along? I mean, I sit back and look at the presidential thing and I say, wow, they mad about him talking to the president of Russia. They saying she was doing emails with Russia. So it's obvious that everybody's trying to.
Are you helping Putin learn how to fight?
No.
Oh, because we don't need him learning how to whoop ass or nothing. We don't need that.
No, he knows how to fight.
We see him fight bears in the photos. I don't know.
He knows how to fight. I'm not teaching that, but the young kids that want to learn more about becoming boxers and being able to grow up and become part of our society. I mean, think about how many Russian fighters now have residency here in this country. True. You understand me? But people say, why you mad at me when their fighters are coming over here getting residence in our country? So should we be trying to learn about their country as well?
Oh, I don't know. It's tricky. I mean, Steve Harvey, I saw Steve Harvey went out there. He said, yo, the last thing I needed to do was insert myself into any type of political situation. You a fighter. You don't care.
No, I don't care. I'm not trying to get in a political situation nowhere. I'm doing it because I think that on a whole, I love the people just like they love me. Okay. I'm loved. I treat life like a woman. I love any woman that want to love me.
We call that JR Wisdom. Look in the camera and tell them. What is it? How does it go, Roy?
I treat life like I treat people that want to love me, a woman in a sense. If a woman wants to love you, then you should want to love her. If she doesn't want to love you, if you're a woman, if she don't love you, then why would you want to love her? Walk away. Of course. You just got to know this. So when people love you, then you want to give that love back. When people don't love you, then you got to walk on to the next one.
Hey, we call that JR Wisdom right here. A lot of people don't need to follow that right here. Like every day somebody gets in trouble.
It is.
Where can people keep up with you and the music and StarVzn, everything you got going on?
Of course, you can keep up with me at StarVzn. You can keep up with me at Roy Jones Jr. Official on Instagram. You can keep up with me at Real Roy Jones Jr. on Twitter. There's a lot of ways you can keep up with me, but I'm the type of guy that loves to do a lot of things. I feel like God put us here to all get together. He said, go out there, be fruitful and multiply. If it ain't doing something or having something to do with being fruitful, getting together and being able to multiply, then we're doing the wrong thing. Just how I feel.
Hey, it's my man, Roy Jones Jr. And I'm never going to forget because you always remind me, bro. Hit him with that line one more time. I love it.
When I beat Bernard Hopkins and won the IBF, the right was hurt, beat him with the left. Y'all must have forgot.
It's the JR Sport Brief, Roy Jones Jr. Thank you, boy.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it, my man.
Y'all must have forgot. When they stole my gold medal.